Good day. My name is Blue Bobo, and today I want to tell you the story about how Elephant got his trunk. A long time ago, longer now than it seems, Elephant didn't look the way that he does today. Instead of the long hose-like nose that he has now, he had a short, squat little nose, kind of like a pig. Now, he didn't know any different at the time. All he knew is that in order to get anything to eat, he'd have to get all the way down on the ground, all the way on those big elbows, and munch as much grass as he possibly could. And to get something to drink, he'd have to dunk his whole head underwater just to get a sip. As the African sun beat down on the savannah, it began to dry up all the watering holes, and the herd decided to travel further south to see if they could find something to drink. As the herd traveled south, they finally came across a very large, very old watering hole. And they ran forward as quickly as they could and began drinking heavily, dunking their whole heads underneath the water. What they didn't know was that this was the home of a very old crocodile. And he had been there for so long, he knew how to slide into the water without even letting the monkeys in the trees know that he was there. And when he saw the herd come running forth, he slipped in without even making a ripple. As he began to swim across the watering hole, he spied the big bull elephant and thought, that would make a wonderful meal. And he made a beeline towards the large elephant. And as soon as he got close enough, just his nostrils and his eyes peeping above the water, he snapped down, quick as lightning, upon the elephant's nose and began trying to pull Elephant into the water. Now, Elephant, still being one of the strongest animals on the savannah, began to pull back. And back and forth they pulled. Elephant pulling Crocodile out of the water, Crocodile pulling him back in. Back and forth the tug-of-war waged on for what seemed like ages. Until finally, poor old Crocodile was worn out, and he let go of that nose and smack right back into poor Elephant's face. Now, an Elephant got back up on his feet. His nose was so sore, and it hurt, and it was bleeding, and the other elephants began to tease him because now his nose didn't look like theirs. It was long and hose-like. It reached all the way down to the ground now. Eventually, once that now long nose began to heal, he realized that he didn't have to bend over anymore to get something to eat off the ground. And now, he could even reach the sweetest of the leaves from the top of the trees without even trying. And to get something to drink, why, all he had to do was dip that long trunk into the water and guzzle as much as he wanted. Eventually, the rest of the herd began to get jealous of this new nose, and one by one, they all went back down to that old watering hole, where tug-of-wars began again. And from what I understand, unfortunately to this day, poor old Crocodile is still hungry. And this is the tale that I've heard the elephants tell their younglings when they're learning how to use their trunks. Have a wonderful day, my friends.